what we want, what makes us happy. And sometimes what we need ain't always what makes us happy. Or at least temporarily. Most of the time it does if we learn how to align and align what we want and what we need together and make it the exact same. Like, it's just all about the way we think. We can have everything we want as long as it aligns with what we need. Just that simple. It's very complex. And it took me 26 years to figure that out. It was hard, It was hard, but we can do it. You can do it. We can do it. Yeah, we can do it. Do. Like, huh? Me? I can do it. You can do it. Me, you, who? You, me, you, me. I'm just joking. I'm serious. And then okay. And then the game stalking program. That's also, bro. Okay, so the game stalking program is one big spiritual test. It is the hardest test you'll ever have to take. And ain't nobody really barely gonna be able to help you. You gotta do it on your own. Seriously, it's like the game stalking is the type of test that you get the study guide after the test. That's so funny because most of the time, most tests, you get the study guide, and some teachers will give you literally give you the freaking answer key before the test. And if you fail, it's like, dude, what were you doing? But the gang stalking program is one of those things where they give you the test and they give you the answer key after the test. It's like, what? That I know it makes no sense. They give you little hints here and there. They do because, it's like you have to actually give somebody a chance. Like, if they're going to be challenged, they kind of have to have some, we all kind of have to have some help along the way, just a little bit. And sometimes the answers are at the very beginning of the test or before the test starts sometimes. But they'll only give you one answer and it'll be like the key to unlocking all the rest of the answers, if that makes sense. It's like a riddle. It's like a mystery. And the answers might be at the very beginning. But if you don't pay attention, you're going to miss it. It's like the Saw movie where Adam was in the tub and he had the key and it was on his stomach. But because he got up and he didn't, get the key in time, the key fell down the drain. So it's like the key was there from the very beginning, but we have to be connected to intuition and spirit in order to feel it, to know the unknown. So if Adam in the movie Jigsaw had been connected to his intuition instead of in a state of fear, he would have been able to feel the key on his stomach and he would have been able to free himself. But because he was in the 3D, which is the 3D emotions, which is fear, he lost the key. So the gang stalking program, for me, from my personal experience, I was given the answer before the gang stalking program started. I was given many answers actually, but I didn't know that it was the answer until later. So the gang stalking program, what they do is they get a gang of people to follow you around, whether it's in a grocery store, outside, in the street, in a restaurant, at your job. They get people to follow you everywhere you go. But the answer to the test is how you deal with it. If a gang of people start standing next to you, you can feel whether or not they're trying to hurt you. Connect to intuition. If your intuition's saying, oh, they're not trying to hurt me, they don't want no smoke, don't react or respond. Just get over it. They'll leave you alone. But if you sense them people trying to hurt you, stay on guard and stay alert. They'll leave you alone. Most of the time, it's just how you deal with it. How do you react to it? And then are you willing to help other people with the gang stalking program so it could stop? It needs to stop. It does. It really does. The gang stalking program needs to be put to an end. And it's so close. I have a gut feeling that the gang stalking program is a lot closer to being over than we realize. It's just because we're in that state of fear. And I completely understand. You know, these people are dangerous. But like I said, when you're dealing with pure evil, the only way that you can really survive is being your true, authentic self, being the best version of yourself and standing your ground against it. Being smart. That's the only way to defeat evil. Being smart, standing your ground, and that's it. And trust me, your generosity will pay off. I thought being nice to people was a farce. I thought unconditional love and being kind to people who were garbage was a farce. Nice guys finish last. But actually that's true. Nice guys do finish last. But think about the tortoise and the snare. The turtle won the race. Even though the turtle got to the finish line last, the turtle actually won the race. And the rabbit was sitting there looking at him like, dude, you move way too slow. You slow. You know, because a lot of people tell me, you're slow. You're a slow learner. You're slow. And it was mean-spirited, but they didn't understand why I was taking so long, why I was moving so slow. And they'll never understand because the rabbit does not understand the nature of the turtle until the end of the race, right? Everybody thinks that the rabbit is going to win the race. Everybody thinks that. Even I thought that the rabbit was going to win. Even though I was rooting for the turtle. I love turtles. Turtles are awesome. But I was rooting for the turtle, but I thought, well, the rabbit's faster. The rabbit's going to win. Nope. The rabbit got to the finish line first, but the rabbit didn't win. Nuh-uh. The rabbit always came back. Went to the finish line, unfulfilled, came right back to the turtle. Then raced to the finish line to try to compete with the turtle. Always ended up coming back. Why? Why did the rabbit keep coming back? Why? Because the rabbit wanted to know what the turtle was doing. Why did the rabbit want to know what the turtle was doing? Because the rabbit felt unfulfilled when it got to the finish line. Why was the turtle moving so slow? Because the turtle was picking up gems. That's why. Who lives longer, the turtle or the rabbit? Who's healthier, turtle or the rabbit? Who has more energy, the turtle or the rabbit? Who has a higher chance of survival, the turtle or the rabbit? Who's more wiser? Who's wiser, the turtle or the rabbit? Who can survive underwater longer, the turtle or the rabbit? I'm just saying. The rabbit always comes back to the turtle every single time. The turtle's picking up this, that, learning this, learning that, learning this, and the rabbit always comes back. Why does a rabbit always want to know what the turtle is doing? Why? Because the rabbit is unfulfilled and the rabbit is not learning. The rabbit is just rushing and going, competing with the turtle, not focusing on themselves. That's why. I mean, think about it. If you spend your whole life living the fast life, whether it's like, say for instance, some people, when they pick a career, they pick a career because of the money. So they're able to get the house, the money, the mansion, everything they want. but they're not doing what they love. Or if somebody's living a fast life by selling drugs, they're able to get everything they want, but they're still empty. If life is one big competition, which it's not, if the rabbit is more likely to see life as a competition and the turtle's looking at life as a lesson, as a classroom. So the turtle is learning here and there, going into this place, learning something, going to that place, learning something, and picking up all the gems. It's like a video game. You know? It's like the video game, what's the game I'm thinking about? Anger of Sticks. I don't know if any of y'all have played that video game. It's Anger of Sticks. It's a phone app. It's a gaming app on the phone. And basically what you have to do is you have to go in the buildings and you have to go in the rooms and you gotta save the you gotta save the refugees. And in each room you gotta collect jewelry, or you gotta collect stones, and you have to collect coins. And those stones, those jewels, and those coins help you get weapons, and they help you get and they help you unlock levels of power, basically. So in each room that you go, if you get a gem and a coin, then basically you get to get weapons and unlock your powers. Now, if you just rush through every level and just only save the refugees, you're not going to get the gems. You're going to finish the game, but you're not going to be able to use any weapons, and you're not going to be able to, it's going to take even well, you could use the weapons. I'm not saying you can't, but it's going to take a lot longer, and it's going to be a lot harder to unlock your powers, and it's going to take a lot longer to get weapons, if you're even able to get them. If you don't get the gems and the coins, then you're not going to be able to get any weapons or any downloads. So if you just rush through the games and save the people, you're going to finish the game. It might take longer, or you might finish the game quickly and it's going to be boring. But if you're able to unlock the weapons and unlock your powers, right? So that's what the turtle is doing. That's why the turtle lives so long. Turtles live a long time, 500 years minimum. That's a long time. And humans can live that long too. That's also what the gang stalking program does not want people to know. Human beings can live that long. The reason why we don't is because of what we eat. That's also what the gang stalking program doesn't want you to know. And when you start doing things like practicing spirituality on top of religion, like expanding your mind, expanding your spirit, connecting to intuition and learning, being a student, that's also what attracts the gang stalking program to you a lot of the times. And then you get agents who participate in the gang stalking program that are like the rabbit. So they take, a lot of times they take from the turtle. They take from the turtle, but they end up having to come back because they didn't learn what the turtle learned. So even if they're taking the turtle's food, just like with squirrels and blue jays. Blue jays are very peaceful birds. They're very dangerous, but to other birds and snakes, but they are very peaceful, and they warn other animals of predators. But if only the other animals took a second to just like work with the blue jays, then they could learn what the blue jays learn. But it's like, you know, a lot of animals, they take like squirrels and rabbits, they take from the blue jays, but they don't learn what the blue jay learned. Just like the rabbit would be more likely to take the turtle's food, but they're not learning from the turtle. They're just taking and running, taking and running, taking and running, and they're not learning anything. And when they do learn, most of the time it's competition. And competition isn't learning. Competition is about winning. When you're in your own lane and you're learning, you win. And it's some people that are just so hard-headed that they got to learn the hard way through bad karma that life is not a competition, it's a classroom. And a lot of people who participated in the gang stalking program do not understand, and they do not want to understand, they do not want to learn, because they don't want to humble themselves to learn from the turtle, to learn from their own intuition. A lot of times just, they don't want to learn. They don't want to. They don't want to. They just want to compete. They just want to flex. And unfortunately, some people through bad karma never learn. They just keep getting bad karma and keep getting it, keep getting. They don't understand why, they don't understand why they're not winning. They don't understand why they're not getting that end all result. They don't understand why they're not getting that fulfillment, because they don't understand. They're in that rabbit mindset. And there's nothing wrong with having speed and energy, but it burns out very quickly. It's like a sprinter versus a marathon runner. This is a marathon, not a sprint. When we're kids, we sprint all the time. But when we get older, we learn to slow down, right? And so the people who are in the gang stalking program never take that lesson with them. That sometimes you got to slow down and learn. When we're kids, it's understandable. But when we're adults, it gets to a point where we got to slow down and learn. It's okay to say, I don't know. It's okay to say, hey, person with a turtle mindset, will you teach me something? Will you show me the way? Will you show me? A lot of people don't want to humble themselves and be like, hey, will you show me what you learn? Will you teach me? They just want to watch and observe and take and then compete, and then they end up losing every time. And then they wonder why they're still losing, because they're in that competitive mindset. And I completely understand why people do that, because I used to do that when I was younger. And I had to learn the hard way that competing with other people and taking from other people, it does nothing. What does it do in the end? I want to know. I want to know. What does it do? It does absolutely nothing. I can't think of not one benefit that comes of taking and sprinting, taking and sprinting, taking and sprinting. I've literally tried to figure out, like, okay, because like I said, I thought the rabbit won. Like, I thought the rabbit was gonna win the race. But then when I looked back, and I started noticing that the rabbit was nowhere near winning that race and never was gonna win that race until that rabbit learned to slow down and learn from each step. Taking the gem here and learning from it, taking the gem there, and stop competing and stop trying to get there the fastest, and stop thinking in that scarcity mindset. That's why the rabbit never wins the race. That's why. Got to the finish line first, but my question is, if you got to the finish line, why'd you come back? Why are you still here? Can the rabbit answer that question? No, it can't, because the rabbit doesn't want to take a second to think. A rabbit is so quick to try to prove a point, run to the finish line, prove a point, run to the finish line. The rabbit does not think. The rabbit does not care. The rabbit just wants to win. And that's the problem. Because the turtle doesn't want to win. Turtle's like, I don't care about winning. You can have that. If you want to go to the finish line, go right ahead. I see you there when I see you. I'll meet you there when I get there. However long it takes me. I'm good on that. I don't need to beat you. I don't need to be better than you. If you're better than me, cool. If you faster than me, cool. If you get to the finish line faster than me, cool. I don't care. And the rabbit thinks, And the rabbit's over here thinking, ha ha ha, because you don't care, it's a trap. I win, ha ha ha. And the universe is, everybody's just looking. And the wise ones know that rabbit's a fool. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that rabbit's a fool. The rabbit will not learn. Rabbit thinks, I got you, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win this time. I'm gonna win this time. I'm gonna win. I got you, because you don't care. I got you, I got you, I got you. And then the rabbit takes whatever they take and leave. But why did the rabbit come back so many goddamn times? Why? Why? Because the rabbit is thinking, I'm going to beat you. And the rabbit already failed the test. You failed. You failed. You failed. Wrong answer. I already know you're gonna fail the test before you even take it. Just give me your paper. You have a better chance of making a 0 on this test and getting negative points at this point. You're in the negative. The test is your test grade, your test scores are in the negative, your bank account's in the negative. Just give me a test. Just stop humiliating yourself. And the rabbit's like, no, wait, but wait. I'm not done with my test. And it's like, no, you're trying to win. You keep thinking in this I'm gonna win, I'm gonna beat you mindset, and it's like this is painful to watch. But no, I get it's free will, but I'm just saying, and that's how a lot of these people in the gang stalking program are thinking. That's the analogy that I'm trying to bring to the table, is that a lot of these people who are narcissists, who are in that gang stalking mindset, that's how they think. And a lot of them are given so much wisdom and information that they take for granted and throw. It's like somebody giving you a book on how to survive, how to eat to live, or how to survive, how to get the best of the best, how to be happy, how to get everything you want, and that person literally just throwing the book away. It's like, what? What are you doing? Oh, well, that's too much to carry. It's gonna get in the way of me being able to get to the finish line first. Like, you don't learn. You don't learn. You're not learning. And it's frustrating. I get it. You know? That's so funny. I mean, but that's all I really had to say on this video. That's all I had to say. All right, peace out, y'all.